Welcome to the Rat Hole for another episode of the Hole Conversation. Tonight's guests, Bo and Trent from Henodus.
Hi. What's up, guys?
So, what are you guys up to this evening?
Drinking beer.
Yeah,
and
some
music.
We hung up some T-shirts too.
As you can see right there.
Yeah.
I like that. I need to get me one of those.
You do. You need to get like 12 of them.
Yeah, I want one. I want one in a different color for every day of the week.
You know what? We just need to make some.
Okay.
It's ShedRat. It's what we do. Let's just make some shirts.
Okay.
One for every day of the week. I like that. 7's a lucky number.
Yeah. Wait, there's 7. There's 7 days in a week.
There's 7 days in a week. What are you doing? We do a 5-day week.
Oh man, I've been doing it all wrong.
He just keeps it. How is it like 365? Is that how you roll?
Yeah, it's just I didn't know you broke it down into increments like that. It's just it's a yeah. I think you guys call them years.
It's called math.
Mathing.
It's tool.
Ugh.
It's a tool.
I graduated high school and I don't have to take shit from anyone. I am not mathing.
Should be.
We have some math metal in ShedRat, don't we?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of write some of it.
Yeah. With a dirty ass guitar with strings that are 8 years old.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Yeah. Play them.
Let's stick with it.
Ride them till the wheels fall off.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, I like that.
So, what's new with you guys? You been in the studio?
We have. Do you want to go talk about it, Trent? I've been taking over your shit.
It's all right, man. It's all good. Yeah, we went to a place here in Columbus. It's actually Grandview, right?
Yeah, Orange Studio. Big shit.
Yeah.
Big shit here in the come below us, Ohio.
But yeah, we laid down our first single, which comes out when?
It's gonna come out in May.
That's Nails?
Shoot on May. We're just hipping. It's gonna go in May.
And good question for you, Bo, and for you as well, Jared.
We got a question.
I do. Have you ever heard, what was the last rock band that actually had a freaking saxophone?
Oh, a saxophone, yeah. We have a high school level saxophonist.
High schoolist.
I mean, I have seen this with my own eyes a few times now, and you really wail on that sumbitch when you're doing it too. Just,
Doesn't he though?
It's all about that muscle.
I have a weak one of these muscles, and it's small. I think it's average.
and that, well,
That's what I hear.
I'll give it to you. You're my guest.
It's more of it's like the new innie, right?
No. It's my protein. Yeah, we don't have to talk about it.
Oh. I compensate by playing bass.
Yeah, you do. He compensates well.
What
was the question?
Yeah. So what was it like recording there? Did you guys enjoy your time? Did you just do one song or what?
Yeah, we did the one. But we're also putting out an EP where we did 4 other songs, same studio. I love it, dude. Joey the man, Gerwin over there, Orange Studio kicks ass.
Hopefully he's listening right now, actually.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He's a good guy. Yeah, and Brandon hires our producer. Just another like big talent in Columbus. Yeah, we were lucky. We were lucky both times. This is gonna be good.
And you know what? Well, correct me if I'm wrong. The mixer that Orange Studio used is the same brand that Queen used.
Yes.
In the 70s.
Tidbit.
What did they say?
Yeah.
Only 26 of those mixers were ever produced in the world.
Something like that. I was drinking beer.
Wow. Even if it's 260 and you forgot a number, it's still pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, that yeah. It's the shit. I would recommend it to anybody in Columbus and around the Columbus area.
Yeah, I watched some of the videos and stuff that you were sharing in the family chat and stuff like that, and on Facebook, and that it looked like a real comfy, legit place. Like it looked pretty homey at the same time as very professional.
Yeah, I mean they got it set up great. They usually do what was it? They do like big bands is like their typical thing. So they have like a giant room in there. That's where we stuck the drums and did like, the whole bass recording. And then like really good ISO boosts and I don't know. I'm talking about shit. I'm way out of my league here, but they're great. And they have so much gear to play with.
I was in a nice, warm, cozy ice booth by myself.
That's where you put a bassist.
And with a male friend is.
Oh. Yeah.
Shout out, Josh. You're the man. Sorry. Welcome to the whole conversation.
Yeah, well, welcome.
Oh no!
And,
oh no!
And this is part of it.
We're back.
So
It's a
we're
good.
kind of doing a little cheap. We were trying to put the webcam a little bit higher up, but we don't have that. We're cheap.
No, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if anybody actually saw the way I do anything around here, they would be like, "What the fuck?"
You got me fooled. That little background, that ISO background, funny material shit. You look legit back there. Just from here, though, you did a great job, just kind of like pinning it in.
See, I took a lot of notes from all the hoes on Facebook. Angles.
Yeah. From the what? We missed that.
All the hoes on Facebook.
Oh yeah, dude. There's so many of them.
Them Facebook hoes. Them Facebook hoes.
Trent has a few of those.
Hey, I mean, God bless them. Them Facebook hoes. They put a lot of work into making themselves look pretty and not fat.
Dude, I've been trying my whole life. It's still working on it.
Yeah, I haven't found my angle yet. Apparently, I'm getting close.
I'm only like 73% pretty.
Yeah, that's why I actually have a beard. It hides the
It's a good technique.
That's usually what I do. I recently trimmed and I realized how ugly I am.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, every time I shave, it's like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing my stuff grows fast because I don't have to look at it for very long. And, God bless her, neither is my old lady. It. Oh!
Yeah. Does she hate it when you shave?
She likes my beard, but she also doesn't mind like this. I mean, she's not picky at all.
My wife hates it when I shave.
Yeah.
She divorces me for the week.
Hey, I've seen you fairly clean shaven, man. You're a pretty good looking dude.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I usually do the thunderbolts, lightning bolts.
Yeah.
In there. No,
yeah. Actually, I think the first time I met you, I think you were fairly clean shaved. Actually.
I was probably in a suit and I looked really suave.
Yeah, you had your hair slicked back and you were you come up with a nice firm handshake, eye contact. Yeah. It was I was like, I like this dude.
I appreciate that. First time I saw you is I remember you were sweaty as shit drumming to some punk song.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That gig was awesome. That sound guy, he's a great guy, but he was pissed at you.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm doing shit for these guys.
Yeah.
They show up 2 minutes before they're supposed to play. They end up playing on the right time anyway. I ain't running sound shit.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think it matters when you show up as long as you're on time.
You pulled it off, man. If that were us, we would have had to start 3 hours late.
No, see, we have
a routine.
See, that's why you have to carefully pick your genre with your personality. And since we're procrastinators and mostly drunk and usually late, then you play in a punk band. No preparation, you just set up and you do it right there. Yeah. That's the night I gave you that shirt.
You played it? Yeah, you gave it to me for free.
Yeah.
And it still kind of fits around some parts.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all right. They're the good parts.
No, yeah, it was cool. No, I love meeting you guys and I love all the guys. I'm gonna forget all their names, but who's Santino Beauregard? That's his Facebook name.
Yeah.
Who do you call him?
Yeah, he plays bass.
Yeah. What do we call him? He had a different name that he introduced himself by.
I can't even remember. He does that a lot where he just kind of says different things and skates by many aliases.
We just our own names and he gets it.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I got a good question for you or the audience. we were talking about giving me a stage name.
We could vote for a stage name right here.
Any pointers? Any suggestions?
If we were live. What is a good stage name? I'm gonna call him Teeny B from now on. I think that's what
you know.
And you know what? I'm gonna bring it back to that ripping saxophone earlier, and it was all about this. I'm gonna call you Trigger Finger.
Trigger Finger.
I like it.
Trigger Finger.
I'm saying that from now on.
Trigger Finger Trent.
Trigger Finger.
Damn, son.
He'll probably be like, is he a rapper?
Yeah, but
With his lips.
see, it gives you some street cred, but nobody has to know you're playing a saxophone unless you want them to.
Exactly.
Good point.
Yeah. You do whatever you want with that trigger finger.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can holler at them Facebook hoes. You can play a saxophone.
Point.
You,
Saxophone.
yeah,
Pick my nose.
yeah.
Pick my nose.
No, that's essential as just in
Oh, yeah.
Winking the gun.
Boom.
See? I mean, you can take that act everywhere, not just the stage. That should just be you now.
That's your new persona, Trent.
TT.
It's Trigger Finger Trent. You heard it here. Conversation.
Boom.
You know, I thought in the past using like maybe my initials like TB, and then I realized that's like short for tuberculosis, and
It is, but that's cool too. You're sick. You're ill.
I don't want to be a Doc Holliday now. You know?
But you could just tell people it's short for the bass.
The bass. Good point.
I like Trigger Finger Trent. I'm going with that.
Yeah. Now, you guys need to make a new shirt where it's just like the stick figure with his hands up in the air doing the guns. Trigger Finger Trent.
Trigger Finger Trent.
All right.
All right.
We'll say that's Tuesday. I like Tuesday for Trigger Finger Trent.
Okay. Tuesdays.
Well, because we're doing 7 shirts.
Oh,
For
yeah.
each day of the week.
Yeah.
Good point. Good
Trigger
point.
Finger Trent Tuesdays. That makes sense.
It's a bunch of T's.
Yeah.
TTT.
Yeah.
Triple T.
Triple T.
Boom. Man, we're groundbreaking episode, guys. We're getting some shit done.
That's what we came here for. We just came to do business.
I just play bass.
And sax. And the trigger finger.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Ladies.
Ladies. You can bend it backwards just like...
Just saying. Oh, shit. So, what brought all you crazy cats together to make Henodus?
How about we just let the audience and they figure it out? Like, give us a story.
I love that answer.
Can you guys remember?
Just make up an answer.
Fill in the blank.
Long story short, me and Jason were the first in this incarnation of the band, and then we added Trent, and then Josh came on, and we were a band, and we did cool things. It was started with my brother Adam though on drums. He had to step away for a little while.
Yeah, I met him the first time you guys played with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Should we go into the background? Trent played in a band in high school.
Yeah, back in the good old days. good old days.
The golden days.
But I'm from, for those of you who don't know, I live here in Columbus, yes, but I'm from Lima, Ohio, which is actually northwest Ohio, kind of like in the Indiana-ish border. It's very famous. QP Hamburger, shout out.
Yeah.
But anywho, I was in a band, I played bass back then too, and we were called a higher level, kind of like, sound more alternative, kind of like Perfect Circle. So, kind of, again, very Tool-ish, so Tool's my favorite band, obviously.
So Trent's story is, as we were sitting around, and Jay says he has a war reenactor friend who plays bass. I said, the man's in.
He's in.
And he said...
Bo, that Trigger Finger Trent, reenactor.
It all comes back. See, look at
history.
Look at this. It's perfect.
See, and I didn't even know that.
The bird, the Trigger Finger Trent.
It just felt right.
Yeah, I'm a Civil War. I'm in Civil War. Got some World War I and some World War II, American, Canadian, British.
Yeah.
For World War I.
He fights for everybody. You got the money, he'll fight for you.
Yeah. We have a lot of that stuff around here because here in the town where we have the HQ for everything,
Rockford, right? They have a.
No, I'm in Palestine. We're actually the first town settled in the state, and there was a couple forts here, and there's a giant piece of our cemetery that's late 1700s, and all the way up through the Civil War times and stuff. And there's actually a place that used to be, I believe, a tavern and like an inn, and it's part of the Lincoln Trail where Abraham Lincoln used to travel.
Oh,
and
really?
he actually stayed here on his way through. And I mean, there's a lot of historical stuff here, so I think you'd probably enjoy it here.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to come.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to.
You've made it just as you made it about an hour away.
Nice. So it's further up the way.
Yeah, I have to drive an hour when we play at Babaloo's. I have to drive about an hour to get there.
Yes, I thought you were closer to Indiana.
I'm on the Indiana-Illinois border. Like the river is literally right over there.
Don't you know where Columbus is?
Yes.
We're close to you.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. So it's going to be an easier drive is what we're getting at. Facts.
You're a fact.
I am a fact. I don't know what the question or the I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I'm a fact. You're a fact too. Everybody's a fact.
Thanks, man.
It's a good way to look at it.
I like it. Trigger finger.
No.
But yeah, history's cool. Stay in school, kids.
I love history. Should we just talk about history?
Oh,
I was a history major.
We can talk about everything, man. People assume this is a music show, which I love talking about music. I just like talking to people.
This is fun.
You know, another thing that a lot of people don't know about our multilingualness within our band. Jason, he speaks Spanish.
I don't think anybody knows anything about our band, but yes, Jason speaks Spanish.
Yeah,
also
he always says stuff to me in Spanish because I say stuff in Gaelic.
You speak Gaelic? Do you speak it, or do you just like know words?
I know enough to be able to communicate in Scotch Gaelic and Irish Gaelic. It's completely different in being able to read, write, and speak and listen because it's all different than what we do. But once you pick up on it, it starts to become easy. I'm a little muddy and blurry in some places, but I could definitely navigate my way around a completely Gaelic-speaking area, most likely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's another thing we got to do. So we're going to do that next. We're going to come visit you and get all history nerdy, and then we're just going to go to Scotland.
Okay. Actually, my mom and my sister just went there a few summers ago, and they visited our family's castle over there. It's the Dalhousie Castle.
Fuck yeah.
It's actually one of the most haunted places on Earth.
Really?
Yeah, and they have a bunch of weddings and stuff there, and they've had it on the TV show, Most Haunted Places on Earth or whatever.
Wow.
But that's my family's castle, and my mom and my sister went there, and they walked in, and they told them who they were, and they were just like, welcome home, and gave them the keys. So they were just walking around this castle doing whatever they wanted for the day. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
That is awesome.
Let's go play a show there.
So what you're saying is we're going to do a ShedRat festival in Scotland.
Oh.
Boom.
At a castle.
Boom. Yeah. There's also a castle. There's also a castle in Ireland too, but it's not as well known and prestigious. It's basically a pile of rocks.
Is it almost as haunted?
I'm pretty sure that it's just as spooky.
Spooky works.
Does.
Spooky works.
Works for songs. Works for life.
Yeah.
Works for love.
Ooh.
You ever been spooky in love? Jared?
Yeah, there's been a few times where it's creeped me out.
Always about that. Spooky.
I actually wrote a song.
Back off from that, Brent. See you.
I wrote a like an R&B song it was kind of like that. It was a Halloween love song.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I guess that would be the closest I've ever been to being spooky in love.
Not to change that subject. What's that?
Return subject.
What's that coast you have there?
Oh, this right here? Oh, this is just my,
Sucky thing.
Cheers, brother.
This is my Henodus. It keeps things warm and cold. And I I take it everywhere with me. That's why it's worn as shit and starting to fray. I need a couple more, but you know what? Turns out I can just make one myself.
You could. Go for it.
I mean,
We'll just dump one in your hands next time we see each other. Either way works.
I mean,
You know what?
the more the merrier. What if I have more than one drink around? What if I have a drink that I need to keep warm and a drink I need to keep cold?
Yeah, I mean, that's what koozies are for.
Yeah, I don't want to have to make a choice, so I need one for both.
And up 4 or 5 and get ready. You don't want to go more than that, and then it just gets warm.
You know, it's also good for your trigger finger.
But anyway,
It's wonderful.
so what I have to ask, what got you into playing guitar, bro?
What got me into playing guitar?
Yeah.
I wasn't a very good singer. That's true. I don't know. I felt like I would look cooler playing guitar than just standing up there singing.
Well, I mean, I enjoy watching. You got a good stage presence, man. Like
Thanks, man.
you own it when you're up there.
I've been playing for like 15. I don't know how long. I started when I was 13.
Yeah, so you're about the same as me then. I started when I was about 13 and playing shows and stuff like that, and
Yeah, that's the age, man. That's when you start your bullshit. But yeah, no, I mean that's just what made me start doing it. And then I loved Metallica at the time, so I just learned riffs.
yeah.
I could do Kill 'Em All like nobody's fucking business. Seek and Destroy, not the whole album.
Yeah, when you're up there on stage, man, like I said, you definitely you're owning it. You got cool guitars. You got, I mean,
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
you know what to do. And you guys have like this funky, heavy grooviness about everything that you guys are doing. It's a very interesting set. Like people are like, those guys are weird. And I'm like, yeah, they are.
Yeah,
like,
they
but
are.
it's a good thing when I say it. Like I'm like, yeah, they are. I like it. You know, like
Good. You gotta embrace the weird.
yeah. Like I don't like it when people confine themselves to so much of a genre barrier, you know, like, and I think you guys kind of blend that really well throughout your set.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
actually, I got a good metaphor or
Yeah.
pun, maybe.
Let's drop it.
So, you know, exactly what you said. You know, we don't really have, like, we're rock, obviously. It's like, oh, they're melodic. What are alternative? What are they? Like, there's a lot of confusion. We're very unique.
We're a trigger finger.
Well, anywho, I believe it was Andrea or somebody. We created an own genre for our style of music.
Oh,
It's more of a. I know it's more of a joke. I mean, not being taken seriously.
Do you know
obviously.
you remember what it
I
was? Okay, sorry.
So it's ham rock
Ham rock. That was it.
for hard. Trigger finger, hard.
As a motherfucking outside.
Alternative, melodic rock. Ham rock.
Ham rock.
Yeah, there you go. That's gonna take
Hashtag ham rock.
Well, I will have
hashtag that.
one Henodus ham sandwich, please.
That's what we serve up. That's all we serve.
It's tasty jams.
Thank you. Salty.
Salty.
Like that. The first time I saw you guys, I was like, oh, I've got to do more with these guys. I've got to show people these guys. I've got to, like,
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I love playing with you too. Yeah, it's fun. You just why do you play? You just go out and have some fun.
yeah,
right?
I do all of this for love of the game, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like to go out there. Like, this is what I'm all about. When I get to the game time, like, why would I half-ass it? Like,
No, yeah. You just do what you do with all your drinking buddies, and you just do it balls out.
Exactly.
yep. When I walk into that bar, I just gained like another 50 friends. You know, like I go in there and every one of them is my best friend.
Yes.
And I go in there, I take my shirt off, I get sweaty, I freak out all over the place.
Yeah, you get sweat all over the bar.
Yeah.
I fell behind the bartender once. I don't even know how I got
I
there.
think it like smacked me in the face.
I bet it did.
Yeah, somebody was making a drink, I heard, and then like he was making it, he turned away, and it was like bloop. And like the guy's like,
Yeah.
oh damn, that's good. And he got another one, he's like, no, that's bullshit, make it like the last one. And the guy couldn't replicate it. They didn't know why.
He grew some ball hairs with that one.
Yeah, well, I once used a guy's shirt to like dab my face off, and then he put the shirt on, And then when he woke up the next morning where it had been on the shirt, he had grown hair everywhere it had touched on the shirt.
I'll believe it. That's how werewolves are made. Most people don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
It's your fault. I just broke it. I broke the silence.
Shh. Man, I'm going to have a whole... There's going to be so much paperwork now.
We'll cut that part.
Yeah, just...
That's why I'm wearing sunglasses. I'm the artist formerly known as Bo.
The artist formerly known as Bo.
I just wear glasses.
Oh.
He can see.
But that's also why I play fretless.
So he doesn't have to see.
I don't have to see.
That's actually kind of a cool fact. Yeah. That's
I just thought of that, actually.
You just feel it.
It's just a feeling.
It's like slapping...
High on believing. You know? Right?
No shit.
Have you tried the Natter Days yet?
No.
Sponsorship coming. It is a strawberry lemonade natural light.
What?
It's really tasty.
Very tasty.
I'm usually not into flavored stuff. I'm like I'm one of your typical like man's men. Like I drink whiskey from the bottle. I like Pabst Blue Ribbon or the darkest beer I can find. I like coffee with the grounds still in it. I like dirt in my sandwich, stuff like that. Like, but if you say it's tasty, I'm gonna seek it out.
You're gonna have to try it.
Yeah, I've got to now.
It's gonna be a fruity man like me.
You know,
Yeah.
It tastes... You know, you got the best description. It tastes naturally light. Tastes naturally light.
That's the commercial.
Hold on, then go like this.
That's the camera.
That's all you need to play. Here, that's it. That's just take that section from the interview and we're gonna make millions.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Are there more questions? Do you have more questions?
Oh yeah, I probably got tons, but I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah, this is a fun interview.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah. I mean, this is something that I don't normally get to do. Like when I have people on, I don't normally have like so much prior FaceTime or knowledge about them.
Yeah.
Well, you know, again, probably with the rest of the band, thank you for allowing us to be part of the family.
Oh, thank you for, believing in it and jumping on. You guys were one of the first ones.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
No, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love the whole group.
And it's
I'm
growing.
not active as some people would like, but I see all your shit. Especially you, Brandon. I see your shit.
Yeah.
There. No, I love it. I love everything we do. We couldn't have fell into a better group,
I'm glad you guys feel like that. 'Cause I've always I'm always racking my brain on how to make it better and bigger but still not pick up any stress or any workload for anybody, because I know a lot of us are just we're weekend warriors, we're dads, we're we got things going on or jobs and stuff. Like I know we're not gonna go out there and be touring 6 months out of the year and wanting to push shit real hard.
Yeah,
but
I mean, if you can, go for it.
Yeah,
I would love to see that tour. We got one of these days we'll get a tour. We got everybody in like the Midwest area. We just got to kind of like poke around each other's hometowns, do a little like this.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good portion of people through like Illinois. We got Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, of the Erie, PA area. So, I mean, I guess we probably could have one that just kind of goes up and then around and then comes back down to you guys and back over.
So you guys are listening, get your shit together.
Dude,
we'll get a Columbus gig.
Dude,
let's throw together a tour.
Yep.
I got the great tour name. The Tapeworm Tour.
Ooh.
The Tapeworm.
I don't get it, but I like it. Oh, because it looks like a tapeworm. Oh, there you go.
Got it.
Tapeworm.
There you go. So everybody watching, yeah.
I thought he was going to say the Trigger Finger Tour, but...
We'll get a Columbus gig.
Or 2.
Or 3.
I was bummed when your birthday bash got canceled.
I know, man. How lame was that?
I was so stoked. I was literally going to rent a U-Haul and pack it full of ShedRats, and we were going to come up there.
Dude, it would have been fun. Yeah, I was bummed too.
Who said that it can't happen again? You know.
I mean, we're still going to try and plan that. We're going to try and do the ShedRat get-together at the end of the summer, I think, still.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So we're trying.
Like I said,
That's going to be most. That'll probably be like maybe 65-70% of the people in the family that'll get to show up so far.
That'd be awesome. Well, we got to get the Florida dudes up here.
Like Silura.
Silura's got to come up here.
Yeah, Sumpta Cygnus.
With the devil. Who's the devil guy?
Devil Ed.
Devil Ed. He's cool. I like his rhymes too. Get him up here. He's Florida.
Yep. Yeah, Sumpta Cygnus, Devil Ed, Silura. They're all in Florida.
Yeah,
Sandy Shatters in
tell
Texas.
They're fucking like spaceship put together, and they can just teleport them to fucking Ohio or wherever the fuck.
Yeah. You know what? I never even thought about that.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
They just came out with Red Dawn. What was it? Red Dawn Rising.
I think they ended up going with Red Dawn Redemption.
Red Dawn Redemption. That was it. See, I was going to say that. So.
Red Dawn Rising was the first title. Actually, I think it was Red Dawn, then Red Dawn Rising, then Red Dawn Redemption.
That song's badass.
Yes.
And the girl singer that they have come out, Bren. I don't know what you're doing with that girl singer. She's really good. Keep her coming.
Yeah, it's Jessie.
She's good. Sorry,
Yes.
I called you the girl singer. That's all I have to go off of. So, Jessie, you're good.
Yeah, I enjoy their stuff a lot, man. I think that they're. I'm always saying that they're one of the more underrated bands in the family. Like I just do not understand why people aren't picking up on their stuff. Like they put so much work into it, and there's so like if you know anything about music, you can hear it when you listen to it. Like I don't get it.
I think they exemplify prog rock pretty awesomely.
Yes,
like, I enjoy it.
Yeah. And like it's kind of the same with you guys. Like I don't understand why you guys don't have a bigger following. I mean, like I push the shit out of your stuff just like I do everybody else's.
What's that?
I said I push the shit out of your stuff just like I do everybody else's. I don't understand like.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's cool.
It's getting there.
We're nice guys. We make friends when we see people. Build it up slow.
It just seems like with people with personalities, the way that you guys are, and the way that you handle yourselves on stage, and the genre of music you play, that
that setup.
Thank
you.
Bo literally keeps hitting the desk, and it just keeps.
Oh, you're blaming me.
I can see it getting ready to happen too. But no, like it just seems
I
like
appreciate the compliments. You can keep them coming.
Yeah, like it just seems to me like with all of that stuff combined, man, like you guys should have more of a following on your page. You know,
well,
like
I mean, just to be honest with you, I mean, we're still kind of a young band.
We've
only been really around like a year and a half, 2.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I totally agree. I think everybody who hears one lick of anything we do should be an instant fan. But you know, that's just how I feel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys haven't been around. I mean, Plum Tuckered Out and Quitter have been around for about the same amount of time. So I mean,
really?
Yeah, I mean, like
that's cool, man.
Like
what's it like being like 800 different bands?
Say what?
Just as we bring it up, what's it like being in like 36 bands? 542.
Well, let's see. I do Plum Tuckered Out, Dadgut, Blacker Than the Blackest Black, Quitter, and then I've got the NFG stuff and the Twerk Squad stuff, which is like the rap and R&B. So there's 6 or 7 projects that are going like all the time. Plus, I do stuff with Silura, ShedRat collabs.
Yeah, dude. You're all over the place.
Oh yeah.
You're a regular Dave Grohl.
I can't sit still.
That's awesome.
Like I'm playing guitar on this, or doing vocals on that, or doing drums on this, or doing the whole damn thing, and then like I'll make an instrumental, and I'll find some of my older friends I used to play in bands with, and be like, hey, throw some leads on this, or sing on this, or
That's awesome, dude.
So that's what I like doing, man. And I've always been in the mentality of, like, when we were younger, people would always get mad. Like, if I was singing for a band or something, people would get mad if I joined another band. They'd be like, "That's our voice. Like, you can't do that." And I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, man, I can make 100 songs with 100 different bands. Like, I just want to make music.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that.
So that's why I make so many different genres, because I play like every instrument, and I can't decide what I want to do. So I just do all of them.
What a great way to express that shit.
It's your hobby, it's your passion, you know?
Yeah, and half the shit, man, I don't even show anybody. You know, I'm just doing it for me.
Yeah.
Like,
What
just
do you record on? What do you got over there at the Rat Hole?
I'm running. I got a Behringer Eurodesk 32 channel. Then we're running the Multi-Com Pro XL. We got PreSonus headphone splitter. We got Exciter. It's the Aphex Exciter. I mean, I got a whole wall of stuff. This is just a few things.
That's a lot of names, dude.
I got lost after Exciter.
We have an iPhone.
Yeah.
So my rig, I just, one thing I like about mine,
500 water.
the 500 water,
It's got 500.
I just have a volume. That's it.
That's what's up.
So I was curious, man. Yeah.
It goes-
We don't record shit because we just show up and
So,
blow up.
Yeah.
mine usually, most amps and heads go to like a level 10, right? Like volume wise.
13. I do. Can you really?
No.
Is it 11? Is yours
I go up to 11.
full Spinal Tap.
Ooh.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Full Spinal Tap. Oh, we're assuming we didn't.
Isn't that like one loud?
Yes.
It's one loud. That's the unit. That's actually how Orange does their amps. How many louds do you want?
Yeah, I had a big old orange half stack in the rat hole here for a little while.
That's one thing unique about our band. Like we love Orange so much. Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
No, but if you want to give us free oranges, we would love it very much.
Yes.
Please. Thank you.
We probably have like over $2,000, $3,000 some dollars, all from Orange equipment.
Probably.
I mean, that's essentially all we use is just Orange. I think it's just the crunch of the sound and like just the tone.
I have a lot of Behringer and Line 6 stuff, and it's not like I don't have any gear preference really. I'm not much of a gear whore of any kind, but
Yeah.
I somehow I ended up with it, and I keep getting more of it.
So what happens with gear? It multiplies.
Dude, you have no idea. If you could actually see all of the gear I've accumulated, like my garage is full of drum sets and extra gear, and then the rat hole's full, and it's just stacked up everywhere.
Yeah.
The vocal booth has a drum set stacked up in it and some totes full of gear, and then I've got a gear graveyard box, which is pieces of random stuff that I make like art out of and fix things with, and like.
That's a great idea to have. I'm gonna have to. I can't do art, but.
Have I ever gave you a walkthrough of the rat hole?
What's that?
Have you ever seen the walkthrough videos of the rat hole?
Have not.
I've seen bits and chunks.
The door handles on the doors in the instrument room where I have my desk and everything where I hang out most of the time is guitar necks.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I did not see that. That's really cool though.
Yeah, that was actually my brother's idea. I was like, man, I need some sweet handles, and he's like, guitar necks, pull them out of the instrument graveyard. I was like, all right. Pull them out of the instrument graveyard. So we're gonna make like wall hangers, like clocks and stuff, out of all the old guitars, and
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna make one of them kind of like a light, where I'm gonna put like ShedRat stuff on it, and then that way I put the light inside of it, and that way when the light comes out, you'll be able to see it in front, kind of like a neon plaque.
Can you make a leg lamp out of guitar necks?
Do you want it to be fragile?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, we could reenact the whole movie. That'd be kind of cool.
I'm
I
a
could.
reenactor.
You know what? I have some experience acting.
Oh,
I act like I'm excited about stuff I'm not all the time. I'm a dad.
Yeah, that makes it fun. You got some cuties too, man.
Thank you, man.
It's a weird thing. That's a dad thing to say.
You know what? I say stuff like that all the time. I used to be such a hard ass about everything. And then now that I've got 2 little girls, man, I am so soft about everything. I find myself talking so cute in like, I'll be in a room full of dudes scratching their balls and spitting, and I say something like that. And they're all like, everything stops, and they're just like, what?
They're real stinkers.
Yeah. You got some cute kiddos yourself, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
I saw the sledding pictures not too long ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. Kids are fun.
How old are your kids?
5 and 2.
5 and
No.
2.
Yeah.
Man.
rearranging this here.
Oh. 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 Okay. Oh. 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 I'm sliding. I'm sliding.
Are we sliding? We're
I'm sliding.
Where's the tape?
Where's the tape? Get the goddamn tape out. Let's do that. We're gonna tape.
We're gonna tape us up.
Okay.
But
I'm sliding. I'm slipping. I'm sliding.
Just let it slide, Jared.
Yeah, let's
Come on, man.
I'm
Right.
scared.
good angle. Just a second here. We're taping.
Oh, let's see.
Sponsored by tape. Oh wait, it's right here. We totally forgot.
Yeah.
We totally forgot that the tape was actually being held of our phone here,
So you were leaning the phone on the tape?
and then we were
looking for the tape.
and we were looking for the tape.
This episode brought to you by alcohol.
Oh man, too much of it.
Oh no, we had a ball here.
Henodus.
Henodus.
So yeah, while we're taking this time doing this, I need you guys to answer that question on the band name, how it's pronounced, and give out that message that I was talking about.
Sure. Just 1 second here. We're fixing ourselves.
Oh, what we do? Do we come back?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm pressing too many buttons.
Ah!
Oh, there we go. We're good. We're gonna back away from the desk.
Anyway, it's Henodus. Henodus.
Henodus.
Henodus.
Henodus.
You hear that, Wojo?
Well, you can say however you want, man. That's how we've been rolling. Say it as many times as you possibly can, and then we're in your head. We win.
Yeah, actually, I stood in front of my beer fridge the other night and just yelled Henodus like 3 times, and yeah,
How'd it go?
nothing happened. But I mean,
I was supposed to jump through a portal there or something. I forgot about that one.
yeah, I
You
mean,
will never get me. I am somewhere else all the time.
for all I know, somebody else was yelling. You guys can't be everywhere at once.
It's true.
Or can we?
He can. With his trigger finger. Henodus.
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 Hashtag Henodus sucks.
Because we do.
Sucks.
You know.
You guys suck in a good way. It's so good.
Yeah. You gotta embrace the suck.
Like, even if you guys, like, I've noticed, like, even if you fuck up on stage, you guys are still just like, fuck it!
Fuck it. Let's pretend like that's like the entire song. We're just gonna change songs now.
Yeah, we do that a lot, actually. If you pay attention to the Quitter set, there's 2 songs that are never the same. And it's because it just depends on if somebody fucks up or how drunk Dad is.
Yep.
And that's all. Me and Adam just look at each other, and we just let him wail on the guitar for as long as he wants to wail on it. Sometimes it's like 3 minutes.
I love that. Last show you did, there was like a good 15 minutes of that. And
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was great.
We open with an instrumental and close with an instrumental, and he just wails.
That's awesome.
And
No, dude, it sounds. I love your guys' set. It's.
thank you,
punk
man.
rock to the max. The songs are great. They're like mostly originals, right?
Yeah, I think we have 11 songs now, and I think that 8 of them are originals.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, yeah, I mean, you can tell. It's just like it comes from the soul when I see you guys play.
Well, I mean, Dad comes like he comes from that era. Like it's not like we're replicating a sound that we weren't part of. Like he comes from that era. He is that sound. Like
Yeah.
you know, and so me and Adam are just fortunate enough to be along for the ride on something so legit and original.
Fuck yeah.
And so like I'm not even.
He's hardcore.
Yeah, he really is, dude. Like he is punk rock, and I love him to death, man. He's taught me a lot and really opened up a lot of things to me. He actually made me a better drummer without me even realizing it.
That's awesome.
And like he took my double pedal away from me and made me use my hands a lot more. Because I was used to relying on my feet. I played in metal bands, and I was always the front man and the drummer.
Yeah.
So I was stuck on a mic, having to rely on my feet to make up for stuff I couldn't do with my hands over here.
Yep.
And so he took my double pedal away, and there was no mic for me to have to be on all the time. He said, keep your head down and, double up with your hands. And then after that, I snuck my double pedal back into the kit, and I am doing all of it now. And he's just like playing along, and like every once in a while you'll see him go. And like the whole time Adam's playing, looking at me like, holy shit, he doesn't notice yet. And then, so like he made me a better drummer, and I wasn't even thinking of it that way, because when I started drumming, like I was just no drumming, metalcore drumming and singing at the same time. Like I
mean that's I love the growth as an artist that you do, like, or whatever you want to call it, as a musician. Like that stuff's awesome.
Yeah,
and that's cool when you have somebody that comes in and like forces you to do shit like that. It just makes you better.
Yeah. And
now
like
you get crazier shit.
Yeah, and I like his perspective on a lot of it, because it's not watered down like you get from a lot of those old dudes like that when they talk about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's like when he talks about it, you can tell that he actually lived it, and they just listened to it. And like it's a whole. I wish I could get him to sit down and actually have a podcast with me and talk, but he hates when I pull out a camera. He hates when I take pictures. He hates when I go live.
It's the mystique. You can't get out of that.
Yep. And I get it, but like I wish I could show people. He needs to tell his stories. He needs to. I want people to know, like, because it's not as good if I do it. Like
you either got to get really slick with a tape recorder, or just get good at memorizing his fucking stories. That's just all you gotta do.
Well,
and the guy beers, he'll probably tell you anything.
Well, usually he buys the beers, man. I mean, we buy lots of beers, but I mean,
we do shows in Illinois, and they give you free beers, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to buy Jack. I don't need to buy Jack. And Jason, our guitarist, buys a lot of Jack. Yeah, he does.
That last show, man. By the end of the show, he had his arm around me and was sitting there talking. You guys are just like...
You give that guy... You tell that guy free bar, it's over.
Open bar, dude!
Fucking game over. Yeah, that was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You guys need to stay out next time.
See, that's what I was talking... I was talking to Germ about that, because we're playing a show tomorrow... with Nihilate, Soy City Stranglers, Camel Tofu. So I was talking to him about that. I was like, man, I was thinking about driving separate, because I always want to hang out. That's part of it, like I hate
those guys. The Camel Tofu guys alone. Those guys all.
Oh yeah. And see, like, I'm actually going to be doing an episode of the Whole Conversation from the Nolan Pub there at Germ's place.
You should.
So
Germ, the man's a dirty man.
I love Germ. Love Germ. But yeah,
it just sucks about their spot though. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think that's pretty rad actually, but it sucks that they had to move.
Oh yeah, it's totally punk rock. If anything, it's just a cool story for him. That's good promo.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's something that we're really going to touch on.
And guys feel that way, but it's fucking cool.
Yeah. That's something I'm going to try and touch on, and we're gonna really dig into that on the episode. So we're trying not to, I'm trying not to talk too much about it. That way we can really dive into it on that.
Let's spend the rest of the fucking interview on that. Fuck your plans, Germ.
Ah,
You're fucked.
ah.
Conspiracies.
So Cody Brumfield, let's get on him. This guy? No, I'm just kidding. They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to hang out with.
Yeah, the Swees.
The Swedes. I just know him. He's the sweetest guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He drunkenly drove me back to my motel, and we had a deep conversation. And he's a wonderful person.
He's good people.
Yeah. Yeah, all those guys are really good people, man.
Yeah,
all of them are. They were
good chicks make out in school too.
but no, like Camel Tofu, I believe they were the first ones outside of anything that I was a part of to join the family. I think they were.
I believe that.
They were the first ones to be like, oh hell yeah, let's do this.
Why wouldn't you? I don't know, man. You called me. I didn't. I was trying to be skeptical, but there's no reason not to. You guys are awesome, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, I appreciate that, man. That happens a lot. Like when people, I've noticed that the people that don't actually take the phone call meeting with me and let me like explain it further, those are the people that don't actually sign on. And the people that do take the phone call, they sign on. I haven't had a person yet take a phone call meeting that didn't join.
You are very persuasive.
Well,
you are good with the words. No.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why you wouldn't do it, but I get it. Well, the problem is there's so many shitty ass like groups and promoters out there. You got to be like so fucking scared of everybody.
Yeah.
Or at least like not want to give them the time of day. So like I get it.
Yeah, and I realize that we're not exactly the biggest thing right now, and we're different. You know, so that's something that's going to affect that.
What other company does what we're doing right now? I mean,
well, it's so artist immersive. It's fun. I think it's really cool. I hope ShedRat goes to the fucking limit, man.
Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit. Past the point of no return. Yeah. No, I got big plans, man. I definitely have like a good 5-year plan in my head for everything, and you know what? I've had to readjust it a handful of times just in like the 9 months or so that we've been rolling because.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a growing period. Like I've worked for like small companies twice now, and it's just like it's a growing period.
Yeah, like
you learn your shit.
Yeah, we just exploded so fast, and then I was like, oh shit! Now I've got to learn how to handle all of this, and. So like I caught up, and then we just keep growing, and it's hard to get like a set standard or explanation for anything, and it just keeps changing, and we keep diving in deeper to different things, and
let it grow like a monster.
It's like we need to like create like committees or something.
You just gotta share shit. If I'm talking to the other ShedRat guys, we're actually all really good at it. That's why I love the group. Just share shit. Just share shit, and like everything.
Yep.
You're already on Facebook, you saw it, you might as well just like it.
That's what I'd say to everybody. Like, if you can like it, you can share it. It's literally like an inch away.
Yeah. And like, even like, I'll catch myself. Like, I'm bad about that because I'm just lazy as shit. But like, yeah. But that, I mean, we're already really good at that. It's just like, if just everybody does it, it just does the thing.
Yeah. That's the one thing I hate is like, I have trouble trying to understand why it's so tough for people because I'm so on top of it. But then again, this is my thing, you know? Yeah. So this is what I do. And this is, you know, I'm not going to be telling everybody else how to go about this and then not practice what I preach. That's just completely hypocritical. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
So like
yeah. Do you.
You do you.
But help your brothers out.
Do you, boo?
Yeah.
Help your brothers out. And your sisters. Jesse, you're a good singer.
That's what we need. We need more women ladies.
We need many more women ladies. Yes, we are really underrepresenting that population. Jesse, you're a good singer. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, we have some bands around us. So we were talking about this, like, you know, I always think about like recruiting bands from Columbus, but in our circle, we hang out with bands that just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
that's fun. But you know, what do you expect from them? But we got. There's some good acts here. We'll have to start bringing them over.
That's what I've been wanting to.
But maybe they'll post some videos and share some shit.
See, that's what I've been wanting to ask some people. Like, now that we've kind of developed, a little bit of a following, and we've got what we've got going on. Like, does any of the bands that are part of the family have bands they're friends with that they gig with a lot? Do they,
I mean, look, that's what you should be doing. If you're not going to shows and making friends, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do it?
I mean, yeah, we're all looking for that record deal, but go make friends. Have a lot of friends and have a good life.
That's a good point. Like, so many bands I feel are all for that, trying to be that record label.
I get it. Oh,
that record deal.
None of us are making money. Nobody's making money. Is somebody here making money?
But that's how your hobby becomes something of, like, just
Passion.
There's a difference between passion and the hopes of making money.
Yeah, see, if I make any money from any of this, man, I just give it away again.
Exactly.
That's the whole point of any of this. So it's, if I do something that happens to make, like if I sell a shit ton of t-shirts or something, I just take it and I reinvest it back into vinyl, and then I use it to help somebody make a payment on their guitar, their custom guitar, or something like that. Like I that's the whole point of all of it. I have a job for money. I'm not taking anything from anybody. My hands are not in your pockets. I'm actually giving money away.
And that's what makes you extremely rare. And you're awesome for doing that.
Thanks,
guys.
The definition of an art. Almost, right?
I guess.
We do this for the people to enjoy, and if they like our stuff, that's awesome. At least we gave happiness to somebody. That's the whole point.
What I've always said is I've never been in it. Oh man, you got my dick pic.
Sorry, I draw winners.
But no, that's one thing that I've always said is, like, I'm in it for the passion, and I'm gonna, like, I've never wanted to make money off it. If I did, that was cool. I wasn't gonna be like, no thanks.
Yeah.
But
Probably.
yeah, but I just wanted to do what I love to do, and by doing what I've done, if I've changed one life in any way, I've done what I've set out to do.
That's a win.
Yeah.
That's a big win.
Amen.
A big thing for me is when you look out in the crowd and you see people singing your original song lyrics back to you.
That is awesome.
That is it right there.
An amazing feeling. Yes, it is.
The first time I ever got that's when I got hooked. It was like I had just taken the best drug ever, and nothing else was ever going to make me feel that way again. And I have spent the rest of my life either trying to get back to that or doing that.
See, I just got that like 6 months ago, so I'm new to the game. Is it hard to achieve again? No,
Man.
Yes, that's an awesome feeling. It's, when you're in the pocket and playing with your friends and just like, I'm sure you're in the garage and like literally everything else just kind of like falls. It's so cliche. Everything just falls away. But it's just like you and your music just stuck in a ball.
Yep.
Yeah,
You might see a triangle or a pyramid. I see a ball or a sphere.
You got balls on the brain.
I usually do.
But no, that's...
I don't think about other people's balls.
That's how I feel about it, man. Like, I get lost in it, and I feel like my passion for doing that is so deep that I think that I could influence someone else just by them watching me do what I'm doing.
That's lead by example, man. That's a good that's a goal right there.
Art. It's an art. It's an art.
It is though. Like that's what I feel like. My family can do amazing art. I can't, but I make music, and I feel like that's my art.
It is. It is art.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing. Trent, what are you into besides reenacting, drinking beer, and playing the bass and sweet saxophone?
I work at Nationwide.
Nationwide is on your side?
I love that's where we went. It was, well, I work at Nationwide.
My day job I work for the fire and theft team of adjusters, so we catch fraud, detect fraud. It's essentially like CSI, but insurance. That's essentially what I do.
I
Damn.
love that your job is CSI, but insurance.
Do you
That's
have
awesome.
Do you have like a badge or a card where you can like flip it open?
Badge.
Oh shit!
Card. He has a card.
Oh
it's
man!
cool. It's 10 years old, this card.
Oh snap!
See that goatee? That's a guy who's like hungry and means business.
Yeah, that's a guy who's definitely detecting some fraud.
Yeah. I just see you in a lab just being like, yeah, no, he's fucking
Well,
lying.
you know,
Yeah, no, this guy's fucking lying.
I always listen to Who because, you know, CSI is always the theme song. So I go walk in the building like,
Yeah. No, I love that. If you ever have a desk job, like, what I do Pandora. What's your
YouTube.
YouTube and a whole album of YouTube.
Podcast,
I'll do that.
YouTube,
Too.
yeah. You know what I listened to today?
Don't pay for music.
You know what I listened to today? Some Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy,
That's cool.
and some Panic at the Disco.
Nice. The new shit?
No, some of their old stuff.
You went old. Okay. I've jumped in that haven't you people ever heard of? Was it that?
Let's go with that.
Closing the goddamn door, nah.
But yeah, so that's what I do. We're again from Lima. Obviously, I love history. That's essentially I'm just a boring person.
He says that. So he's a vinyl enthusiast.
Oh crap! You're right.
He's a wine enthusiast.
See, I already know this stuff because I pay
This
attention.
guy.
I'm just trying to get him to tell the people that don't.
True. So I went to. So I started my music journey, if you will, back in first grade. So I just remember going to a basketball game, like a high school basketball game, with my dad, and I think he wanted me to get into sports, but I was just like looking at the pep band the whole time. So my family. Well, my dad was a drummer, and essentially they just asked, well, what type of instruments, which one do you like? And of course, I just went to the one that's the most shiniest. And I was thinking it was like,
that the saxophone?
well, it was going to be. Well, I thought the saxophone was kind of a cool shape. You know, it's a cool looking shape. I think it was debating trumpet or saxophone, and then I just came home one day from school, first grade, I believe. No. I can't remember. Yeah, I was in first grade, 7 years old. And then in my bed was my same alto saxophone that I'm using. And I started getting private tutors, and the saxophone was pretty much as large as I was. You know,
I didn't know that.
I
So the saxophone that we play, that's your first saxophone?
That's my first.
That's his
saxophone.
first only saxophone.
And I was first chair in high school symphonic band, and so,
I feel like it's like the Michael Jordan story. You're just like building up to. This is what's going to be in like the Bohemian Rhapsody. It's going to be Nails, the movie.
Nails.
But yeah, I mean, what kind of started me with the bass though, because obviously back in like the early 2000s, ska was kind of coming or kind of leaving. So, and with saxophone stuff, like
you were a post ska guy.
I was a post ska guy, and the punk stuff, and when you're young and don't really know like how to really play.
Did you like No Doubt or Sum 41? Like which route did you go?
Blink 182.
Ooh.
Blink.
Okay. Dude Ranch?
Yes. Dude Ranch.
That's the shit.
Yeah. I should listen to that next week. But like, I know this is kind of being like the more you know about Trent right now.
You are going into the vast detail of the world.
I'm like spewing my guts.
That's all right.
Keep going, Trent. I'm learning stuff too. So.
But yeah, like one of my other buddies, he wanted to get in a band, and I can play drums kind of. I mean, I can keep a rhythm. I'm not like good. I can Ringo Starr it, but well, maybe not. I don't think I can even Ringo Starr it either.
I don't know, man. I've heard you drum on like 2 occasions.
Yeah,
he can keep a beat.
So
he's not the drummer of the band.
No,
you have him on bass.
No,
because he can play bass.
The rhythm section. So anyway, so the guy was like, well, so I was started off as a drummer, but I only knew like one drum beat, and obviously I can't really go too far with just one drum beat. So then, we kind of formed another band, and they're like, hey, I've got an actual drummer from school who, plays in percussion, so he has a set. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do, saxophone? Or I don't get where we're going with this. He's like, well, how about bass guitar?
So we bought a bass.
So I bought a bass, and then that's kind of what happened. Then the more I learned about the bass, I started to like understand like the reason behind it and how the importance is. Like, especially, I feel
the bass is very important. We're getting to that.
The bottom ends,
The bass is very important. How do you feel? The bass is very. How does Adam feel?
Well,
The bass is
obviously, he doesn't think it's very important.
What? So
he's self-deprecating bassist.
Yeah.
Well, I
You'll
mean,
find those.
the bass.
That's why he wears nice shirts.
The bass is definitely underrated. But I mean, if the bass goes, you have all you hear is treble. And I start to more appreciate it, and harmonization. Like when you listen to a Henodus track, like you can definitely hear me more the harmony rather than like a rhythm section. So I kind of float with Jason as well as Bo, but also keep the beat with Josh. So being the bass player, and to all my bass brothers out there, like it's a lot. It's the most underrated, selfless instruments.
I played bass in a I don't even really know what to call it, so I'll just say like experimental hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay. It was influenced by stuff like I don't know, like Fall of Troy, the Jean Bonnet, Norma Jean, things like that. Every Time I Die. But like early stuff, like early 2000s stuff. I played bass in a band like that, and so there was times where I was definitely just carrying. It was just me and a lead guitarist, so there was definitely times where I had to carry just the root notes, but there was also definitely times where I was doing some ridiculous stuff just because I was the other guitarist. So, and Adam does the same kind of stuff for Quitter. Like he builds up with like different harmonies and different melody runs and stuff on the bass just to kind of church it up a little bit to fill in the gap. And you're very right about that though. Like it's a very underrated part of music. People always are on giving the bass player flack and stuff, and a lot of people look at it as remedial guitar until you actually see a real bassist.
There's a difference between a true bassist and a guitarist who went to bass.
Yeah.
This is what AOC calls an elitist here.
I don't know about that, but I guess.
No, there is though. There is. Yeah. I mean, that's what you do with like all your starter up bands, right? You just find a guy who plays guitar because there's 8 million guitar players in your town, and like you put him on bass.
I think Les Claypool said it best. Like the reason the bass was his choice to express his what he's going inner mind. So that's why he chose the bass.
He's got a crazy fucking inner mind, dude.
Yeah.
Johnny was a race car driver.
Yeah, Kyle from Plum Tuckered Out is a big fan of Primus and all of his stuff. And Kyle, actually, a lot of people don't know that Kyle is probably one of the most badass metal guitarists you'll ever meet.
That's what you were saying. I hope to see it one day, man. You
That's the whole point of the Shred Off. That's the whole point of the Shred Off track. And he's just like, he didn't know about it when I did it. I just kind of started a bunch of flack. I was like, the chat had been kind of quiet for a little while, and I was like, Kyle Wright's the best goddamn guitarist in this chat. And it was like backed up and let it all happen. Everybody was like, oh shit, because like everybody in there's a guitarist. And so, like, and he never got around to doing it because he got promoted at work and started working longer hours and stuff, and just he never got around to the first track. But I mean, he's a ridiculous guitarist, and so now he plays bass for a folk band. Yeah, he just plays a 6-string bass for a folk band.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
like I said,
do what you love, man. That's
the
fucking
instrument
cool,
that expresses your.
What a cool like little side pull out. Like you're just a little folk bassist, and you're just like, hold on, let me just whip out this B here. You just go nuts.
Does he play with an upright?
He is actually in the process of saving up for an upright because he wants one really bad. But he's got a fretless. He's got like 3 different basses he plays. He's got a fretless bass that he likes a lot for it to get more of the upright sound. He'll pick it different, more up on the neck and stuff, and he gets the upright sound out of it, kind of. But he's been playing a lot with his 6-string fretted bass, and I think he's more comfortable with that one for everything that we do as a whole instead of having to change guitars.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, man. I'm excited.
But yeah, we were talking about going resonator guitars, and him going with either a resonator bass or a stand-up. And I think I'm going to be playing either some banjo or another guitar or something and playing the drums with I've got pedals to play my cajon with my feet. So that way we can.
I like that.
We can do that way. We can church it up a little bit more, do a little more different things, because the new album that we're working on is going to be a concept album, and it's going to be more old timey and folky, more like Appalachia style stuff. So
yeah, I dig that.
we're gonna. It's actually, I don't know if we've actually released what we're going to be doing it on yet, but I'm just going to go ahead and drop a little bit of some hints. But we're working on one. It's going to be like the Prohibition. It's I believe it's the Shenandoah Valley, the area that we picked in the Virginias.
Okay. Very Civil War-ish.
Yeah, and it's just so we're just going with the onset of the Prohibition and how it affected the moonshiners and stuff, and like why they did what they were doing, and how they went about everything.
That's an NASCAR parade, bro.
Yeah, like there's just going to be a bunch of different stuff going on in there, and it's actually most of the story is going to be focused around an Irish immigrant family.
Okay. Dude, that's cool. So who does the writing then? Like who writes the story? Because that's like
normally when it comes to stuff like this, I come up with the storyline and then we write songs together. But I've been really trying to force their hand into it because I know I can do it by myself, and I've done it time and time again for 15 years. So yeah. I want to get them into it and really get them into thinking that way.
You can get like a bunch of creative people together and just beef up the idea.
And that's what I'm doing is, see, I've got so many creative friends here, and they're all off-camera people for ShedRat Industries, and no one knows about them, and I'm trying to get them to, we're trying to get some writing parties together where we just sit down and put up the storyboard and just go from there. But that's what we're working on. So we're thinking about some banjo and stuff, and I'd also thought about just getting all of us, there's a guy about an hour from here that teaches mandolin, violin, banjo, and get everybody lessons.
Oh, okay. Dude, that sounds awesome. I can't wait. I'm actually really stoked for this album now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while before I get it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even recorded the first one yet. We've just been playing shows on it for about 2 years.
Dude, I know how that goes. Yeah, I Dressed in Electric, that was the other band I was in. We did that. That was like... we had a whole album recorded, and then we didn't release it for like 3 years.
Yeah. That's how it was for my metalcore band, Dal and I. We got together. We had like a full album's worth of stuff within like a couple months, and then we were together for like 5 years and didn't even record that full album, and we wrote like 2 others that nobody's ever going to hear again.
Dude, I know how that goes. Yeah.
And it's
you get good. You make like plans, like 4 albums out, and you're like, this is going to be awesome.
Yep.
You just don't do it.
Yep.
But it's still in there. I still got them in there.
Yeah, the good thing is 2 of the old Dal and I guys are coming back around, and they're working on me with stuff we haven't decided if we're just going to come back as Dal and I, like kind of like an all grown up thing, or if we're going to make that Dad Gut. Because we're all dads.
This is my first time hearing this name.
Dad Gut is a project that I was working on. It was a solo project, and it's more rock and roll, post-hardcore, just upbeat. I wouldn't even call it like heavy or anything. It's aggressive.
Wow.
And
I like the sound of Dad Gut. I rock a Dad Gut.
Yeah, so I mean,
additional vocals on Dad Gut.
Actually, I've been working on it for like 2 years, and I've got like 3 or 4 different instrumentals. I have 0 vocals on them because I'm tired of hearing my vocals on everything. I'm the only vocalist.
I'll come down one of these months and just lay down everything. You can have it.
Just sing via Skype.
Ooh.
Yeah, how do you do that, man? That's what those Tylura guys, they have it down.
Yeah, we
Like, do shit and send it to you.
yeah, we
If you do, I mean, we'd have so much more shit.
it's a new process to me because of having to share it with other people because I'm usually the guy that does everything.
Yeah.
So I had to learn what was up with that too. But we do a lot of OneDrive stuff or Dropbox stuff, shared folder stuff. So that way they send you the track, you put your stuff down on it, you send them back your blank track, they mix it into with their track, they just back and forth everywhere until it's a full track.
That's awesome. See, I don't even know how to open up a Pro Tools folder to download it illegally. So
I can barely use my phone.
See, for mine, we had some trouble with mine because of the different software and like the compatibilities and stuff. Say
I
what?
don't know enough here. What do you use?
I use Adobe CS6.
Ooh, I haven't even heard of that.
I've been running Adobe stuff the whole time I've been into music. I ran Adobe 1.5 for like 10 years.
Is it because you started on Adobe and just fell in love?
Yeah, I'm just really comfortable with it. Yeah. I've had Pro
Dude, that makes
Tools.
sense. That's how you roll.
Yeah, I've had Pro Tools and I've had Reaper and stuff, and I just, Like
Get it better.
yeah, I really
cool.
couldn't tell much of a difference.
They make every kind of software.
Yeah. And like I mic everything off and do everything live here anyway. So like I really couldn't tell much of a difference for anything. But for them, like they do a lot of direct in stuff and like they've got a lot more digital stuff. So
their shit's really cool and really really well put together.
Yeah. And the Silence and Solace stuff, the way that Brett does stuff for Silence and Solace is really tight too. I really like their mixes. So how those guys, and I think it's Lee Albrecht that does stuff with them too. They have really tight mixes. I love their stuff too. I'm taking a lot of pointers from them to beef up my metal because I'm really good at punk and hardcore and like acoustic stuff and vocals for anything. But I need to know how to get that good metal, like that cleanliness that they get, because all my metal just sounds real dirty.
Yeah, I would probably lean towards that as well. But yes, there's a definite art to it, and we got a lot of guys who are into that, who can do that.
Yeah.
Who sucks?
We just
Hashtag Henodus sucks.
Yeah,
Henodus.
Henodus.
Notice.
Sinead O'Connor.
Henodus? Henodus.
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 Yeah.
Notice.
Henodus.
See, we're all in the same game.
Yeah. And you know what, man? Like, I think that doing this show is a good thing to get more people involved and let them know how much fun we're having and the progress that we're making. And like we don't even show them the silly shit. Like we keep making all these plans to show them all the silly stuff we do, and we don't because we've got so much serious stuff going on, which is not a bad problem to have.
Yeah. If you could bring Siggy Sports back in some capacity.
Actually, man, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm going to drop a bomb on everybody for the first time here. I haven't even talked to him about it, but I've actually been thinking about talking to Wade and seeing if he would like to come back and work with us. To be honest, man, I just miss him. Like
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
It really, I don't really want to get into it because it's his business and.
Yeah.
You know, but there was just some things that happened and some decisions that were made that kind of just led us in different directions, and he kind of started trying to do his own thing with Busted Teeth Productions and things like that. And I think that, you know, if I were to ask him to come back and do some stuff with us, I think that he would probably, I hope that he would jump at the chance to do it. But yeah. I just miss that fucker, man. I mean, he was my dude, you know. And you know, we've had so many requests for like the newer people that just now are finding out about ShedRat Industries, like Siggy Sports. They're like, "Where's the new Siggy Sports? You know, where's this? Where's that?"
Yeah,
and
dude, that's awesome.
And I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I miss him too, guys." So
I love all your shit.
Yeah. So Wade, if you're watching, brother, holler at me. We'll hook up and we'll get something figured out. But yeah, that's I really miss him, and I just think that I think it'd be good for him to come back, and if he doesn't want to be a permanent part of it, at least come back for the podcast. Tell us about what he's done while he's gone. You know, what's going on with Busted Teeth Productions. You know what he's doing with his stuff.
His like solo thing.
Yeah, that's his solo thing that he's doing. He does a lot of hip hop and things like that for people, and he has a project that he does under the name Salts with a Z, and he's got some very interesting stuff, man. He's a really deep, interesting individual, and I think that a lot more people need to know about it. And but yeah, I think that it's about time that I get around to hollering at him and seeing if he wants to come back and get involved, because honestly, man, if it wasn't for some of the moves that he pulled against my better judgment in the beginning, we wouldn't be what we are now.
That's awesome.
You know,
hey man, here's to chatting up old brothers. You know, I'm bringing them back.
Yeah.
Amen. It's a tough thing to do.
That's been a big thing for me over this last year, man. Like, I've been telling everybody that, like, right before we started all this ShedRat stuff, like the way we're doing it now, I had a big, like, I went through, I don't mean to get all sappy about everything on everybody. Sorry about all this. You probably don't care. But
let's let it, it's the whole damn conversation.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
I went through a divorce and my life just kind of got shook up, and, you know, I thought to myself, you know what, I've got a fresh start for things now. What kind of person do I want to be from here on out? And I've never really been a terrible person, but I could have been better. You know what I'm saying? And so I've just really focused on, you know, trying to help people as much as possible and to just be the best person that I can every day with everything that I'm doing. And I'm trying to make amends with all of the old brothers that I've lost, you know, touch with, and things that might not have ended on such good terms, or things that have just been completely, you know, neglected and never talked about. It could be simple shit, and we haven't talked to each other for 5-6 years.
Yeah. Dude, I know how that goes.
So I'm trying really hard to just be a better person and be more open, and just, like, you're not here for very long, man. And I don't want to waste time being stupid about anything anymore, and I want to make the best of every day.
You got to go out and learn your lessons, right?
Yeah.
You got to go do it.
Yeah, man.
You gotta go do it.
And that's what I'm saying about with Wade. I think it's time to bring Big Skeet back. # bring Big Skeet back.
Hashtag. That's when I'm sharing it. I'm doing that.
Yeah. # bring Big Skeet back.
# bring Big Skeet back.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, it's felt really good having the old Dal and I guys back and jamming, and we've had some good talks. You know, there might have been some tears. There might have been, you know, like, it feels good being this way now. You know, like, in everything that I'm doing, and to see that you guys are enjoying the experience with ShedRat and how everything's going with everybody. Like, it feels so good to be able to be part of it, you know? And, like, sometimes I forget that I did it. you know, I'm like, man, this is fucking awesome. And I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. Like, I walk into the...
You brought something really, really cool. And that's funny. I can see that. Just like, these ShedRat guys are fucking awesome. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Like, I walk into the rat hole and I see the big banner on the wall, and I'm like, that's me. That's 15 years of my life right there. Like, it comes down to that font right there, and that rat looking at you going.
And then we bring the banner on tour to the Midwest tour.
The tapeworm.
The tapeworm tour.
That's cool, man. Congratulations on doing all this, for real. Like,
thank you, man.
It's big stuff, and trying to be able to look yourself in the eye in the mirror is always that's kind of a goal to strive to.
Yeah, I basically, I basically, man, like, besides all of that stuff where I wanted to better myself, like, I've got more youngins now that look up to me. Like, what kind of person do I want them to see when they look up?
Yeah. You know, I just realized something. This conversation has turned to like a Dr. Phil episode.
It really has. So this
is the first one.
Special.
This is deep shit we're talking about.
I mean, like, man, that's what this is about. We don't really ever dive off of anything besides music. I think in Wojo's episode...
Shed family.
Yeah, I was gonna say in Wojo's episode, I think we ventured off into some deep shit for a little while, but like most of the time it stays with music, and like I said, man, I just like to talk. I like to. This is what people want to hear about us. They already hear the music. They see us posting about our songs they don't want to listen to all day. What if this is what makes them want to click on our song?
Observe the alcoholic behind the music.
Like I said, man, I would be drinking with you and not making you look so bad, but I drank all mine already.
Dude, that's fair. Coffee's a good choice.
Oh,
You're
wait.
gonna stay up. I'm gonna fall asleep here before the interview's even over. Just so
What?
that's the route we took.
Hey, you know what? I'm looking in my. I'm glad I have this window here in this mixing room. I'm looking in on my table in the other room. I see a 16-ounce PBR that's closed. I'm gonna go get it right now.
Go get it.
Just give me a second.
We'll entertain. We'll entertain.
I believe you. I believe you.
We'll entertain.
Oh. So ukulele solo. No, I didn't tune that then.
So here's your brought to you by Henodus.
Henodus.
So something that wasn't brought up, with our single coming out and all that, aren't we thinking about getting like a music video started, like something that type of nature going to come out here soon?
Do you want to talk to Jared about that or with that?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna do shameless plugs while Jared stepped away, grabbed the BBR. Yes, we are performing a music video here soon. We haven't made it yet, but it's gonna be really, really good.
Stay tuned. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be great, and we're gonna definitely post updates about Trent and his various levels of intoxication while on set at the music video.
If you like limos, you'll like this video.
Extreme limo. When you want extreme and you want a limo, go extreme limo. Do you think Josh will pay me for that?
Hashtag sponsorship.
Hashtag.
But yeah,
Hashtag extreme limo.
stream limo.
Music video?
We're doing a music video with extreme limo.
Really?
Yeah.
You know when we were gonna come out there for your birthday bash, my first thought was I'm renting a limo.
You could totally do that. I would absolutely suggest renting extreme limo for my buddy Josh. He's the drummer in the band, and he will send you out a nice long Hummer with whatever sex toy you want installed inside. It'll be wonderful.
Yes.
There's even, if you happen to be a Buckeye fan, you're not, but you're going to be after this. There's Buckeye Benoit balls in the Buckeye van.
No, man. I couldn't do that because my dad bleeds maize and blue.
Oh.
This is one of those people.
As an OSU graduate, that's like cringeworthy right there.
Yeah. See, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking to you guys now.
Well, you live in Illinois, so it's forgiveness. So
You could take some Buckeye Benoit balls and put them right here, buddy. I don't know. I like sports.
The sports.
Fuck that sports.
Actually, man, a lot of people don't know that I was really big into sports when I was younger.
Oh, really?
And
What'd you play? What was your game?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Lacrosse.
Actually, I live in a village. We don't have that.
I figured.
We have field hockey.
Okay, so you did football, wrestling, baseball.
I did baseball, football, basketball. Also played soccer.
Basketball. And soccer. How'd you do soccer and football at the same time?
Say what?
How'd you do soccer and football at the same time?
Well, depending on what language you speak, you're doing it.
Oh. You got me on that one.
But no, they were in different seasons. They were in different seasons here.
That's cool. That's awesome, man. Did you have a favorite or did you just love them all?
Baseball was my main thing. That was, my fucking dog's having a heart attack over here behind the camera.
Oh no, resuscitate.
But no, baseball was my main thing, man. I started off a pitcher, and I hurt my shoulder, ended up becoming a second baseman, and was switch hitter, leadoff batter. Like, I was actually pretty good. Was part of a undefeated all-conference regional champion team. Like, I think we went 2 years undefeated in the conference. Was all-conference nominated.
You know what winning is.
Winning.
And grabbing your crotch and spitting out sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Not quite sure where you're going with that one.
Baseball. That's what you do.
But no, basically, pretty much when I played sports around here, I was really, really big and mature for my age, and there's like 10 of us that played sports, so I just had the ball in my hand all the time, no matter what sport we played. So
Nice.
it was like that, and so basically sports were my life until I was like 20.
Yeah, and then you got to find something else to feel cool about, right?
Well,
Yeah.
it got to the point to where I'd been hurt so many times, and I had multiple offers to play baseball, like all over the country, and it wasn't fun for me anymore because it hurt so much. And I could never understand why you needed to be able to run 20 miles a day as a baseball player when the longest thing that ever happens on a baseball field is like 10 seconds.
Dude, I get that. Yeah, what the
And
hell is
it never made sense to me. And as a baseball player, which is what I was most of my life, that's how I identified myself. It never made sense to me that you guys just took all the fun out of this, and now you're making us run for no reason, really.
Yeah.
You're just putting more miles on these machines that you're wanting to fine tune.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
I hear a baseball coach coming in the making here.
Actually, I would love to coach, but I don't get a whole lot of answers when I try to. I used to help coach some of the Babe Ruth kids when I was a little bit younger, but when my kid was playing, I filled out all the paperwork. Nothing ever happened with it, man. I would love to be able to pass on my knowledge, because as good as the people, like, we have a lot of really good-hearted people around here that coach every year and do things, but none of them ever played. And if they did, they weren't like a starter, but they're out there because their kids are playing, and they're a good parent, But I would like to be able to pass on some of my knowledge to the kids.
Yeah. I don't know. My experience, schools are just like, yes, please, come and do something.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe I wasn't quite old enough yet for them to take me seriously or what, but
Oh, maybe. That's all right, man. You do other really cool stuff with your time. And baseball coaching, you can do that when you're like 80.
Oh yeah,
That's a job you can do till the day you die.
and you know what? Even if I don't ever do that, I can still yell at a TV or my phone or something every now and then.
Uh-huh.
So
The Browns know exactly how I feel at every game because I yell loud enough at the TV. They hear it.
I always wondered if it actually got through, because there's so many people yelling. They've got to hear somebody.
Oh yeah, somebody. Yeah, it's me.
At
every game.
about the Browns. When I die, I actually am going to write to have the Browns be my pallbearers.
Oh yeah. In a year, or just like that year.
Just when it happens, just so the
You
Browns
can make it all the injured.
just so the Browns let me down one last time.
Oh, he's set up and sinker. Ooh. What's your football team, Trent? You don't get Browns.
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, he's a Bills fan.
Oh wait, isn't that Huffy?
No.
Oh, it isn't.
No.
It is now.
Ooh.
Well, there we go.
Sports.
Sports is none.
Sports.
Yeah. And here's Trent with sports.
They're hitting balls.
What's your team, Jared?
For football?
What's your favorite team?
Well, I don't really have a team so much anymore. I grew up an Atlanta Braves fan.
Okay.
I think it was kind of by default, but it just happened to be the right decade for me to be a Braves fan.
Oh, God.
It's what?
I said I was kind of by default because TBS was the only baseball channel we had, but it was the best decade for me to be a Braves fan in because they clinched the division every year, won the World Series in '95.
That's how you become, like, if you don't have a team, that's how you become a fan. Like,
Yeah.
whoever's like the hot team for that decade when you're like so impressionable, just a little guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I became a Colts fan. I'm like a Browns fan by family, but I don't like him anymore. But Peyton Manning was my dude.
Chipper Jones was my favorite baseball player. He was the reason I became a switch hitter, actually.
Nice.
And wait, Peyton Manning also does commercials for my day job.
He does nationwide.
Hey, you got the hookup.
Not hashtag sponsorship.
If we were got a nationwide sponsorship, we're doing it all wrong, man. You're right. I got to stand behind you then. I can fall down and you can assess my claim. No, it's not. Whatever, but.
No, he'll only be able to tell him if you're lying or not.
No, he's got to go back to his. He's got to take some DNA samples.
Yep, that's right.
Go back to his lab, run on the computer, and look at this.
Interrogate an old lady.
Ooh, that's funny. Yeah, I like that.
Probably
This bitch is lying.
the funniest story of a claim that I had. And I can't kid you not.
Interrogated. Did you interrogate an old lady?
I did.
What just happened, Jared?
Oh, we're good. What?
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
It looks like we froze.
We're gonna hear about Trent interrogating an old lady.
Wait a second.
So yeah, I got the story of this car theft, right? And she reported her claim that the battery was not in the vehicle when the vehicle was stolen.
Okay.
So I'm
Did
like,
you make the old lady cry, Trent? Did you tell her that's physically impossible?
well, I'm like, okay, so how did that happen? So I'm just letting her, rant, and like the vehicle was found like a few miles away, also without a battery. And get this, she found her vehicle, and she so happened to have a car battery with her when she found the vehicle.
She's an old lady.
Shocker! Shocker!
Give her a fucking car, man.
I mean, it's seriously.
CSI here. He doesn't play by any. That's not fucking kidding around.
Yeah, that's
Fuck you, old lady.
Yeah, like you'd be surprised. I should write a book or a song of my experiences.
Let's go with the book first.
The book.
We'll pick out the best pieces.
I worked at a gas station
all I got.
here
That's all I got.
for like a decade, and I've got some crazy stories about like stuff like that. You wouldn't believe some of the crazy stories from that gas station.
You were what? I missed the job.
I worked at a gas station for 10 years. And even worse, it was the night shift on most of it. So, and I live in a very, very, very heavy meth area, so you can only imagine.
Oh, yes, please. What comes to mind? I just want to hear one. We don't have to go into the anthology of
All right, here's one. We had this black dude who used to come into the store. His name was Glenn, and we all called him Glenn the Crackhead. He was this black dude, and he used to dye his hair blonde, and he had it like slicked back and stuff, and he was just batshit crazy. Was always talking the craziest smack everywhere, and he was just out there. He comes walking into the store one day, and he walks in, he's walking around all stiff, and he's walking around, he makes his way all the way around the store. He goes over by the fountain pop machine, he grabs a cup, and the store's full of people. And I'm watching him the whole time like, what is this crazy son of a bitch doing? And then he just turns around and goes, everybody down! And then everybody's freaked out. And he goes, drill sergeant on deck! And he salutes, and then he just walks right out the door.
That's awesome.
And that's just one time. Like, this was a regular occurrence with this dude.
Poor that. That's so awesome.
That's just one thing.
I feel bad for that guy's mind, but that was a cool moment.
Yeah, Glenn the Crackhead.
Glenn the Crackhead.
I thought I was going to go so south when you said the everybody down part, but then he just,
Just walked out.
sergeant on deck.
Yeah, and there was another time he walked in. There was another time he walked in, he walked up to the counter, And he walked up to my buddy's register, and he slams a $5 bill down on the counter, and he just sits there and stares at him. And then my buddy goes, "Can I help you with something, Glenn?" And he goes, "Nope, I just wanted you to see my Lincoln." And he grabbed it and just walked right out the fucking door.
Good for that guy. I feel like he had to assert himself a lot, and he did it very well.
Yeah, he was,
I like it.
he definitely got around.
Just wanted you to see my Lincoln, boy.
I just wanted you to see my Lincoln.
Get out of here.
But yeah, so, and that was just one dude, and that's just 2 occurrences. And this,
I feel like that
10
was-
years.
That's awesome.
I watched a
I
dude.
feel like if I worked there for 10 years, like that would freak me out the first time I saw it. And then I would begin to have so much fun with that.
Oh, yeah. Yes. There was one
He
dude.
just comes in like, all right, here we go.
We're like right in the middle of town, and there's a bunch of bars all around us. And we had this one dude come stumbling up through the parking lot one night. And he was doing the take 3 steps forward, 1.5 back, 1 sideways.
Oh, yeah.
And he,
Teeter-totter.
Yeah.
Teeter-totter.
he made it all the way through the parking lot, got to the grass between the road and the parking lot, and he stopped to take a piss. And he pulls his pants down, and as he's starting to piss, he wobbles, and his pants fall all the way down, and he falls on his back and is just pissing up in the air all over himself, and just pissing all over himself. And I'm outside smoking a cigarette because I'm sweeping the parking lot, and I'm just watching it happen, and I just lost it. I was just like, ha ha, that's the greatest thing ever.
He's my hero.
Yeah, geez, he's something.
Yeah. Didn't
You
even
win that round, dude.
Yeah, didn't even stop, man. Just zombie walked through the parking lot, fell, kept pissing.
Just wake up in some piss.
Yeah, this is my life.
As long as he makes it home, dude, he's a winner.
You know, he must really like golden
That was
showers.
his way home.
Hey, you know what? I don't know where he was headed because the fact of the matter is like he lived the opposite direction.
Huh. Well, that was not a win for that fellow.
No, I don't know where he was going.
Lost the entire night.
Yeah, I don't know where he was going. He should have been headed north. He was headed west.
Oh, man.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, shit. Man, how long have we been doing this?
4 hours.
Oh, dude, we're getting close to 2 hours.
Dude, we might have to do some editing.
I don't do any of that.
I was going to say, you don't have to do jack shit.
Nope, I just talk. Yeah, I just talk.
That's what this button's for. You go, whoop, whoop. Oh, look at this funny face. All right, let's see what they're saying now. You have any
Yep.
more questions? What's
Any more questions?
what do you want to know? We've dodged like all of your questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
we actually rehearsed before this happened.
We're just pros at it.
Let's see. I already know this, but some of the fans might not. Where did you guys get the name?
Ooh.
I don't know.
All right. So we got it. My son named the band. It was his favorite prehistoric animal at the time. Or it was just the toy we were looking at. Either way. It's a prehistoric plecodon. It's in Jurassic World, the game. It's pretty cool. Nah, it's a turtle, but it's not really. It's like a pre-turtle. It's an almost turtle. It's on its way to being a turtle. It's Henodus.
Henodus. Oh, second. Here we go.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, my sister did this design. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, this is the.
Oh. I like that.
Visualization.
Yeah.
So that's the Henodus right there, folks.
The
But
Henodus.
yes, my son named the band, and we haven't found a pleasable replacement, so we're Henodus.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Works for us. It's weird.
I mean, yeah, it works because I mean, people first off they're like, "What the hell does that mean?" And then they listen to the music and they go, "What the hell does that mean?"
Exactly. What the hell is any of this?
Yeah.
They have stuck in their hashtag.
And then you give away a nice koozie, and they're like, they're pretty nice guys. I'm going to listen to them a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
follow
at least
us.
going to, I know this stuff. But yes, thank you. I think the name's arbitrary and cool.
Yeah, I enjoy everything about what you guys got going on. And I appreciate you, like I said before, believing in all of this and jumping on. And
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're the real deal. I can say that, man. It's really cool, and all the other guys in the group are the real deal. I like playing around with them.
That's a fact.
That's good.
That's a fact.
that's
I
good.
can say poignant stuff, but Rose now. We've moved on.
We did. We have.
We have.
But no, it's really cool. Yeah. It's a great group. And it's really fun to do whole conversations like this. This is becoming like this needs to be like just a weekly thing. We can just all air out ourselves.
Yeah. I'd love to
my basement.
I'd love to do this again, man. This is awesome.
Well, that's great.
Jared, you should come along when we just listen to records. We'll just sit down and listen to Queen. What was the album?
I have Night at the Opera now.
No, it wasn't Night at the Opera.
Well, I know. It's Queen 4, I believe.
Oh. Hey,
what's the one with the robot in the front?
hold on a second.
I peeked out to that shit and I was dancing all night.
I don't know. I can't remember.
The robot. And it grabs people. It grabs Queen out of like an underground tunnel. And it's like,
All right. You see this?
No, it's not
he's
that
got
one.
Night at the Opera,
It's
baby.
No, that's not Night at the Opera.
What
I
is it?
believe
What is
that's
that?
Queen 2. It's called News of the World.
Yeah. See this right here?
What deep tracks do we have on that bad boy?
This is ShedRat Industries' first dollar.
Wow.
What?
That's our first dollar.
You bought a Queen record?
Yeah, for everybody out there in the whole conversation land. That's my sweet Queen poster and our first dollar. I thought it was appropriate. We're talking about Queen.
That's awesome.
But yeah. So yeah, I think that it would be awesome to kind of branch out with this. You know, the whole conversation. We do the free version that we put out for everybody. There's going to be like 3 different other shows coming out here pretty soon, and they're going to be part of the paid membership stuff. Because I think what we're going to do is have people. You join the Rat Hole group on Facebook. Pay $50 a year, you get everything for free. Every new T-shirt that comes out, every new release that comes out, everything, $50 a year, you get everything for free.
That's a nifty idea.
That is pretty nice.
And all of the money that gets sent to, or that comes from the Rat Hole group, gets distributed to whatever I need to be taken care of for you guys. If somebody needs hard copies, somebody needs CDs, somebody needs shirts, somebody needs... You know, so we're starting to get at. Actually, we have 4 memberships already.
Really?
I've already got some shirts sent out, and I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to purchase a specific like OneDrive or something just for this. And what I'll do is when somebody joins, I'll send them the link to that, and they can download anything they want from that link at any point in time. And then once they've already paid their money, they get the password to the link, or the link. You know, I'll share it with them. And they can take whatever they want, whenever they want.
Yeah, I mean, there's you have Patreon too.
Yeah. See, like the stuff like that's been kind of hot water here lately, but I'm not sure if it's on the actual customer side or the company side. If it's just not people not understanding what's going on. Oh. Hey, we're back.
Oh no.
Yeah. But
we're down to 20%, man.
All right.
Short.
But yeah, it's we're working on some things, but we've got some people to join up, and
That's awesome.
we've got another podcast that we're going to be doing. For right now, it's audio only, like a traditional podcast. It's called Rats in the Walls, and it's a sci-fi and horror podcast. And so we write.
Check that out. I'm not into all this shit. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, so we've got more stuff coming out. We're going to have a cooking show called Bitchin' Kitchen.
Oh, I'll send you in some recipes.
Yeah, me and my buddy Cody.
And this guy bitchins in the kitchen too.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of bitchins in the kitchens from a lot of dudes in the ShedRat family. So
Jason can cook too, actually.
We got 3 bitches in the kitchen. Josh can too. What am I saying? I know this.
Well, see, there we go. Maybe I'll just start doing it this way, and we'll just prep it up beforehand, and we'll all have the ingredients. We'll sit down and do it.
Fuck yeah.
Because
I love food.
I know you guys can't see him, but my cameraman Cody, he's the one that's going to be doing Bitchin' Kitchen with me. So.
Oh yeah.
And he knows what to do in the kitchen, man. He definitely, he's very creative in the kitchen, and he is. I don't think I have ever eaten anything that he's made that didn't just melt in my mouth.
Cody, enlighten the brother. What are we doing? What's one thing we're doing?
Butter.
Well, we've already decided that we're doing some elk.
Oh,
Okay, what are we doing with the elk?
Gamey.
I do.
Very lean.
Yeah, see, I do a lot of stuff like that, man. I eat a lot of venison and things like that, and like, you know, I'll get like a half a hog or something. Like we store up in the deep freeze is full of nice, you know, meat. And so I think what we'll do is with those, I think we'll probably just keep it in, you know, like probably do some steaks with some sides. My favorite thing that I normally do, what I thought starting off the first episode with, would be what we call hobo meals, which is basically I wrap everything up in aluminum foil. You throw whatever you want in there. You got meat, veggies, whatever, season it however you want. You throw it over an open fire or bury it in the coals, leave it there for about 45 minutes, come back, everything is slow cooked to perfection. So I thought about doing that for the first episode because that's how I cook a lot of my meals.
That's tour food right there.
Yeah. See, well, I actually wrote a eating on the road handbook. Like it actually, like, what do we call it? I don't know. It had something to do like the poor man's guide to touring and staying fat or something like that. I don't know. It was weird, but like we've got a lot of notes and like weird things from touring and playing shows and just being poor all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
awesome.
Bitchin' Kitchen.
That's what y'all gotta do.
Everybody stay on the lookout for Bitchin' Kitchen.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna turn into
Sick.
Bitchin'
Yeah,
Kitchen.
it sounds sick.
But yeah, so that's just a few of the shows, and there's going to be a couple others. Me and my brother Ricky and my brother Pat are probably going to be doing some stuff together, like the old school, like trips down memory lane type stuff, where we just get out. I found a couple of my old computers that has stuff from when I was like 13 on it, and like we'll go back through all of those old hard drives and just pick out a handful of tracks or videos and just talk about them.
Run down the memory lane. Ooh, I got nothing but cringeworthy shit that's like all from like high school and before.
And see, that's why I want to get other people involved in it too, so it's not just us every time, even though we could do that. And we could probably do a show every day for like the next 5 years. But, you know, I would like to get everybody from the family involved in all these things too. So that way, just more content coming out, man, because a lot of people, you know, they mistake us as just a record label. But we are a community-based network of arts and entertainment.
We make junk and shit, and so much junk and shit.
That's right.
And more junk and shit.
I like junk and I like to shit.
He loves junk.
That's a fact.
The trigger finger loves the junk.
Well, is there anything that you guys want to promote or plug, or anything you want to ask me, anything like that, before we wrap this bad boy up?
I
think this
yeah,
conversation has been very endearing.
It's been an open conversation, yeah.
Very open.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Nails coming out in May.
Nails coming out in May.
And we got an EP coming out after that, sometime around that.
Hope you guys like tapes.
It's coming out on cassette tape.
Oh, hell yeah. Quitter's probably going to be
because,
doing some of that stuff too. I think we're going to be doing like a 7-inch and some cassettes, and then we're going to do digital downloads.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. You got to do the digital download. Because, I mean, I don't play cassettes.
Yeah, we're going to be heading to Chicago to do it old school style. Mike wants to go up there and do everything live. I think we're going to go reel to reel.
Dude, that's cool. Yeah. That'd be a lot of fun. Don't fuck up. Muffdawg.
We don't fuck up. It just sounds different than it did last time. Everything's happening so fast and loud, you can't tell.
That's the trick. It's not fucking up. You just play really loud with a lot of distortion and fast.
Really? See, normal people's ears hear loud and fast and they go, must be good.
Yeah. Nah. It just scrambles the brain.
The brain drools and goes, must be good.
Must be good.
Scrambled eggs, man. That's where to go.
and ham.
Well, before we wrap this bad boy up, I do have a couple more questions. Do you guys have any expectations this year or any goals for yourselves and for ShedRat Industries?
Ooh. I say breaking 1,000 likes would be a goal.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. No, yeah.
And that's a goal for both.
Like,
Where's that?
yeah, like, I don't know.
I mean, we got a lot of big moves that we can't quite talk about yet. It's moving around.
As do I.
But yeah, no, we hope to keep playing. What we want is to play more music and get more people to like us.
Simple enough.
Yeah.
For their enjoyment. It's all about the fans. We don't do this for ourselves. We do it for the enjoyment and the appreciation of
And we're gonna write a song that's 2 hours and 13 minutes long.
Oh, we're gonna compete against sleep?
Yes, we are, and we're gonna win.
You guys should probably ask Wojo from Sump to Cygnus for help on that.
Oh, okay.
He's really good at writing really long songs.
Yeah, man. We'll just be like, hey, man, throw us like 28 riffs, and we'll throw in like 34 riffs, and we'll make something.
I call a pinch note.
At 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 36 seconds,
Boop,
he's got a Zach Wild pinch note just going in.
boop.
Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah. I think that's a fair goal for this year.
Fair goal.
For ShedRat Industries, dude, just keep blowing up. I want to see. We got to blow up the merch, and then I don't know. That's the only thing.
Actually, man,
I said we gotta it's something that needs to happen.
Actually, man, we've been talking to a couple different companies about outsourcing because it's come to the point now where I'm doing a lot of it by myself now.
Yeah.
So I'm so busy with it, and I have a lot of trouble with my machine that backs me up sometimes. And so we're looking to outsource, which will give us, better quality. We'll be looking at direct-to-garment stuff. We'll be looking at screen print stuff, better things than just the regular vinyl that we offer.
Who has the leggings?
Sanity Shattered and Sump to Cygnus both.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I was going to say something. Say this. Yes, leggings.
Yeah.
I like
Panties.
wearing them.
I know that we're doing hats. We're doing hats, hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops. We're doing jerseys. We're doing hockey, baseball, and basketball.
Ooh.
And I know that there's been talk of people that actually want sexy stuff like panties and like night shirts and things like that. Like
About
How about panties with Henodus suck?
well, I was thinking like
You know?
a ShedRat BDSM gear
Oh,
would be badass.
Well, yeah, we'll have like some ball gags with Rustfurt right on them.
Yeah, sucks on it.
suck it. Just suck it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, and then, no, I mean for the rest, let's do more shit together,
Yes.
friends.
We need
Yeah.
to,
I'm calling you out like I have any say. They're like, yeah, let's do together shit. Hey, Brent, if you can come up with another challenge, we'll challenge you. I always gotta look to that guy. That guy makes everything. He does everything cool.
we
Yeah.
are going to do like a shaving challenge too, right? Straight razor? Something like that? I don't know.
Straight razor challenge. We're doing it right now.
Straight razor challenge.
Well, okay, not right now.
That seems dangerous.
We're doing it.
I have 3.
Okay, so yeah, more stuff where we just we're dickheads. So if you want to be dickheads with us,
And this
You
is
get
how it
that
starts,
stuff.
man. All you gotta do is say something. Put a bug in my ear, and I'll make it happen.
Definitely.
Because I
That
literally just sit around here all the time, thinking about new things to do. It's like I'm up like 20 hours out of the day.
believe me, man. Yeah, and then we get drunk and we actually come up with shit, and then it comes out to a 30-second clip.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, I guess yeah, we're coming in on about 2 hours. I think you guys hold the record now. That
With the trigger finger, bam.
well, do you guys have any any drink left in your can?
Any drink left? Yeah, I got a little bit. You want to finish your drink?
Okay, yeah. See, we have this thing at the shed. It's called a Bob Douglas. And that means that when somebody calls that, whatever drink you have open, you have to finish it. And if you don't, you get punched.
Oh, shit.
And we're pretty serious about it. So, Bob Douglas.
Bam, no.
Well, guys, I have really enjoyed this.
Same here, man.
Too. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. This was a completely different show. So we'll see what kind of ratings we get with this one.
Yeah. No, this was fun.
But no, I really enjoyed talking to you guys, and like I said before,
I did too, Jared. No, it's yeah, absolutely. It's good hanging out with you, man. This has been a lot of fun, and I always love seeing you. I got to see your pretty face more.
Yeah, I once the weather warms up a little bit, I'm gonna be out and about on the hog, and I'm gonna be coming to visit because it only cost me like $20 to come see you guys, and that's a day trip for me.
Yeah,
nice.
I could leave in the morning.
We'll be ready.
I could leave in the morning, come hang out, maybe crash, and leave in the next morning, whatever. You know, if you guys don't want me that long, I can leave and drive back in the night. It's not a big deal.
You can stay for the month, Jared.
stay for the month.
You just come and set up, man.
I mean, likewise, guys. Like, if anybody ever wants to come check it out, I've got plenty of space that we can make for people to crash. Fixing up the other side of the rat hole is actually going to be an apartment just for that. We're gonna have a kitchenette area, bathroom. We've got giant sectional. There's giant fish tanks and big screen TV. I'm really trying to make everything as nice as possible so I can start hosting more people, and you know, I'm trying to make it family friendly too. So that way, if we have people that do have kids, if you want to come stay for the weekend and just hang out, go ahead, man. I've got kids, you've got kids. Let's let the kids be kids. We'll do our thing. You know, it's a good time. All of this is about for me. It's more about the experience and meeting people and being more involved in different people's lives.
Exactly.
And just being a part of it and getting to enjoy it. You know, like I really want to make more connections with people, and I've been having so many great conversations with people just from watching the show. They're like, "What is this? I've got to talk to this guy. What's going on?" And
That's great.
It's been amazing, man. And I really can't tell you guys how thankful I am, and all you guys out there. I'm so thankful and appreciative of everything that you guys do. And just keep it coming.
For real.
Don't be afraid to be interactive with us. Say whatever you want in the comments. Message me anytime on my personal page, any of the other pages. I just want interaction, because that's only good things can come from what we're doing. More interaction. And I'm just going to keep pushing myself to keep organizing this so we can all, you know, build a better relationship together and make the family stronger, man.
Hell yeah. It's a wild world of ShedRat coming up.
Shed life.
Betty.
Shed life.
Shed life.
Hashtag shed life. Hashtag hamrock.
Hamrock.
Ham sandwich.
Trigger Trent.
Trigger Trent.
Motherfuckers. You heard it here.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in for another episode of the Hole Conversation. Really appreciate everybody stopping by, and make sure to check out everything from the boys from Henodus and everything else we got going from ShedRat Industries, and stick around for the video from the featured artist. Shit, guys, that was awesome. That was awesome. I really appreciate it.
I think it's a pretty good episode. I think it's gonna be good.
I went deep on. Yeah.
We went deep.
Yeah. Went hard in the paint.
Hard in the paint.
All right, guys.
All right,
Well,
brother. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna bounce off this bad boy and go snuggle with the old lady and get ready for the show tomorrow.
That's
Awesome.
the right thing to do.
Well,
Good luck tomorrow, man. That'll
Thank
be
you.
fun.
We'll get on here and like share it, so no worries.
No worries. But no, good luck tomorrow night. That'll be cool.
Yep. Y'all take it easy, guys.
Get
All right,
rid of
see you,
this guy. Bro,
See ya.
Bye, bro.